Good morning, bros.
Good morning. It's a pleasure being here, Mr. Femi.
You are welcome to News Flow TP2. Uh, Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, declared that he has successfully returned medal that he won for Nigeria. That he returned it to Minister of Foreign Affairs successfully. So, as a watcher of what is going on, of what importance is returning your medal to the country that you have won it before?
Yes, that is to show that Simon Ekpa is a man of his words and somebody who can be trusted, of course, with his words. He said he's going to renounce the Nigerian citizenship, which he did publicly, and went further to buttress his point that whatever that has to do with Nigeria, of course, ties must be cut off. And to this end, he has vowed to return the medal that was given to him after he represented Nigeria, of course, in the track event, and haven't kept to that word. Of course, shows that he's a man of wisdom, is a man of integrity, and a man who is committed to his word that could be trusted. So he has demonstrated his position that he is no longer part of Nigeria, as he made it publicly on 22nd of April 2022 that he's not part of Nigeria and can never be identified with Nigeria. So it is in good faith that he has made it very public, and kudos to him. Of course, we need people on leadership, like personalities of his caliber, who could be trusted and, of course, with their words at all times. So kudos to him. Of course, he will deserve the office of the Prime Minister. For him to be the office of the Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Biafra, of course, he has nothing to do with the Nigerian state. So he has denounced Nigeria and all that has to do, of course, with the Nigerian ties.
Um, sorry. And when he renounced Nigeria, what happened to his passport? Did he destroy it? Or
Somebody publicly destroyed his passports.
okay?
He tore it before the public. It's in the public domain. So that is a clear renunciation of the Nigerian state. So nobody can, of course, ascribe the citizenship of Nigeria to him. He has renounced Nigeria. Unfortunately, some gullible ones are still referring or addressing him as a Nigerian. Somebody is now, of course, a Finnish citizen, and of course, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria.
So there is this thing called referendum that upon which someone EPA is trying to stand to declare Biafra on December 2. Am I right?
Of course, he has made it very clear it is no longer about
Is referendum still going on now?
discourse.
It's still going on.
What I don't know, but I think the referendum is still ongoing, the second phase or so. But whatever be the case, Simon Ekpa has been able to publicize the Biafran issue. It has become a subject of discourse globally, and what powers are now discussing, of course, of most recently saw where the United States Justice Department endorsed and recognized the Biafra Republic government as an entity, of course, as they work towards their restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. So that is a laudable achievement under the watch, of course, of the Prime Minister, just in the in less than 3 years, after the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Sorry, sir. Do you think this kind of referendum, do you think is worth to rely upon? Because as I am seeing it now, you cannot be a judge in your own case. So if a referendum like that want to be conducted, do you think it is someone effort that is conducted by himself, or a neutral body, maybe UN or any other thing? Do you think we can stand on that referendum and use it to declare Biafra and it will stand.
Yes, Organization of Emerging African States uh, affirmed that the self-referendum conducted by and organized by the Biafran Republic government in exile will serve as a legal tender document, of course, a statement of fact of the position of the Biafrans regarding their quest uh, for self-determination is a reflection of the people's will. And the process could as well be verified and authenticated. So it is not something that is forged. So it is before the public domain, and which, of course, can be accessed. The documents of this exercise could be accessed at the internet. So it is a voice of the people, is a reflection of the people's will, of course, to the uh, governance of self-independence.
Maybe one of the strategies of Samuel Ekpa that is introducing a Bitcoin, a Biafra Bitcoin. He call it maybe Ijeme or something of that nature. Because he said he's not going to fight like Ojukwu or fight like Masi Nnamdi Kanu. That he's going to fight his own fight. Are you aware of the introduction, maybe, or are you planning to introduce Biafra Bitcoin? Are you aware?
Yeah, the Bitcoin coin has been launched long ago, and of course, it's getting more popularity, and people are buying into that because Biafra is a viable project, and whatever is identified with Biafra, of course, is have to survive, and people are passing out and taking advantage of that because they knew that it's a long prospect and it has come to stay. Just as Nigeria is just waking up and contemplating on, of course, coming up with those cryptocurrency. So that have shown that the Biafran government will be a government that is progressive, a government that is innovative, a government that is driven by ingenuity and, of course, ideas. It's not just a government that is stuck in the wheel of motionless and despair. It's not knowing where to the steps to take place. So someone even had demonstrated that the Biafran, of course, will be integrated with the global village and, of course, have his own fair share of the market value in the crypto world.
Now let's go to Sowore. Sowore planning to protest and he's adding one of his requests is release Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think do you see any sincerity in that request? Do you think he genuinely doing that or he has some ulterior motive?
Well, for me, only time will tell his intentions, but that having said that, he have made his position known, so we can only judge him by his statement. So if he have called for the release of Martin Nandekano, having stressed all that that Martin Nandekano was kidnapped, of course, which is not far from the reality. So calling for his release is a welcome call, and every responsible and sensible personality would also call for the release of a man who is innocent, an agitator who is calling and demanding for the peace, security, and the welfare of our people.
Okay.
Cannot be considered or unfortunately being subjugated just as Mazen Namdekan is being treated.
So do you see that one as enough reason for Igbo to join the upcoming protest? You see, enough reason because according to what we have been hearing, it's like Igbo people they sound less concerned about the upcoming protest that people are preparing for. You think joining Masin Namdekano release with the, I mean, with the request? Do you think it's enough reason for you, for Igbo people to join the protest?
For me, having sampled opinions of the Igbos indigenes, it is a dead end. Uh, they will not be distracted by this protest, but they are well focused and orchestrated. So the protest does not, of course, uh, bring any better prospects about Nigeria. So what they are interested in is in the self-determination and the restoration declaration of the Biafra state that will give them ample opportunity to live out their lives, see, to aspire, and of course, uh, to develop themselves at their own pace. They feel being stopped, and of course, within the Nigerian system. So embarking on the or joining the protest is, of course, a needless undertaking. So they won't want to waste their time in something that has already uh, been projected to be a failed undertaking.
That means Igbo don't need protest now.
Igbos don't need protests. They are well
Igbo,
focused. What they need is the restoration of the Biafran state.
they are
What
not.
they need is a country where they can have a sense of belonging, where they can feel to be part and integral part of that society. They don't need a country that is anti-people. They don't need a country that sees them as enemy of class citizens. They don't need a country where their interest is not protected and their lives is being jeopardized. So, and that of their loved one, just as what is going on in Nigeria. So this informed their positions, and of course they have maintained that a strong resolve to live, and nothing can deter them.
Thank you very much, sir. Hope you will respond next time I ask you to grant the interview on my channel.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you once again.